Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and a doctoral student of psychology. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is coming up a lot recently in my consultation calls, a lot. And it's interesting because a lot of times when you guys have these calls, you have questions for me about why this is occurring, like just simply so confused. And really what it is that an avoidant can't really escape this bond they have with you. And so their inner self, the part that doesn't have attachment issues, loves you. But the attachment issue is getting activated and then deactivated, right? Triggered. And so they deactivate about their own feelings towards you. And so that's why you get very confused, because you, a person who maybe doesn't have avoidant attachment, you are okay with accepting your feelings. They're not. And so you see this like very strange push-pull. If it's a fearful avoidant, it's very extreme. If it's dismissive, it's almost like they slowly disengage and then they try and come back. And you keep asking me why. Why can't they, if they don't like me and they don't want a relationship with me, why don't they just leave me alone? I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even be attached to them. Like, I would respect them, but they're the ones that keeps coming back. Why? And so I'm going to share with you guys the signs that basically they can't really escape the bond that you have. And that it's just they love you, but they have attachment issues. Like, that's just, I don't even know how to explain it any other way. And so that if any of you guys are confused why this is happening, if your partner fits some of these things, it's just because they love you and they need to heal their attachment issues. And if you want to book a call with me about maybe how to navigate and help them to get closer to healing, we can talk about that. That's pinned in the comments. And so this is the first and probably the most important sign. They never fully leave you and they always come back. Sadly, this is frustrating for a lot of people because some people want closure and they just want to move on. And I respect that. You don't have to take them back. But yeah, this is very common. Avoidants do this a lot. Maybe they're always somehow interacting with you. Sometimes it's even indirectly, like through social media or texting, or always trying to come back, or they always do come back. Or sometimes this even happens. Every time you reach out, they have no problem reconnecting with you, like as if nothing ever happened. That one's common too. Sometimes they're not the one that reaches out, but if you reach out, they definitely accept you. And that's because they're happy to see you back. The next one is that you make them feel more feelings than they're comfortable feeling. Okay, this is the one that can be triggering for you guys. And I want you to understand it's not your fault. When you care about someone and love somebody, you're going to have a lot of feelings. Everybody. The feeling of happiness, the feeling of potential loss, the feeling of frustration that the communication is not doing well at this time, the feeling of confusion, the feeling of wanting to get on the same page, but somehow it's not fitting. There are so many dynamics that show up when you care about someone that just isn't there when you're not actually engaged. Anything, right? It can be even that they had a really bad day and the first person they want to reach out is you. That in of itself can be shocking for them because they're not used to feeling this way about anybody. And so I want you guys to remember and keep that in mind, that sometimes it's not what you did, it's how they feel around you that makes this really difficult. And so sometimes what happens is they need space to process that feeling and then they come back because they have processed it. So the next one is they use confusing language because they're truly confused. People really dislike this one. Actually, this is probably one of the more common reasons why you guys book a call with me, because you are so frustrated by this. And I do want to say, I get it. It is truly frustrating. But if you see this language, I want you to understand it doesn't mean no. What you guys think is it means no. Example is maybe you could say, can we move in together? Are you open to moving in together in 2 years? Their answer is, I don't know. It's not no, it's not yes. But then you guys automatically, you call me and you say, this means no. I can't handle this. He never wants to see me again. I can't deal with this if she has no goals for us. But you guys are missing the point. I don't know is not no. I don't know is I don't know. And when I'm telling you guys this will be hard for you to hear. I don't know is closer to yes than it's no. Because avoidants are really familiar with saying no. I want you guys to really hear me. If you hear anything in this video, hear this. Avoidants know what it feels like when they say, I don't want you. I don't like this. They cut a lot of people off. They know what it feels like when it's a no. Yes is harder. And so if they say, I don't know, it is closer to yes, because I don't know is I don't know, I'm unfamiliar with this feeling. Not I don't know about you, I don't know about us. I don't know because I don't know what this is. I don't know is closer to yes. I'm not trying to give you guys false hope. I'm trying to actually give you reality. Another version of this. A vague language might be, I'm not sure. I'll let you know. That's in the future. I'll let you know is another one that a lot of people get confused about. And it's not no. It's not that they're trying to say no secretly. I'll let you know is I'm feeling pressured. I kind of want to say yes, but I'm afraid that I'll get scared and run away from it. And so I'll let you know when I'm getting closer to it so I can test my own feeling. A lot of these are more leaning towards yes. I just want you to really, really remember that, okay? The next one is, okay, if they have a good day, not you. If they have a good day, maybe they had a good day at work, maybe they got a bonus, who knows, a good work call, they're more affectionate and loving. And it's not because, I'm trying to explain this. It's not because every time okay, I'll try and put it like this. Avoidants have a hard time isolating feelings. Yeah, this will probably make more sense. They have a hard time isolating feelings. And so if they have a bad day at work, they're more deactivating towards you. They're more triggered. Sometimes avoidants can be like more angry, and it has nothing to do with you. They're pulling away because they had a hard day at work and it has nothing to do with you. It's the same thing. When they have a good day, they're more affectionate. The reason is avoidants have a hard time separating a lot of emotions, so they're very tangled. They're very, very tangled. And because you're very close to them now, their feelings are pretty much, because they're so tangled, they're in a happy mood, they're more affectionate towards you. They're more trusting about life. They're more trusting about the day. They're in a bad mood now, they feel less trusting of you. And what really works, and this is something you guys can't, I'll try and explain it to you. You can try it, but it's something typically you need a therapist to help with. They need to start targeting specific emotions and start separating them slowly. And sometimes, especially if it's a psychodynamic therapist such as myself, you have to start from when they started tangling it. So all the way when they were a child, because unfortunately these tangles have a lot of mess in there. And so a lot of times they have a reason they're refusing to untangle it, because there's some emotions in there that they have shame for. A lot of avoidants have very, very deep shame. In fact, I had a call recently. I'm not going to share their details, but shame was the whole session, because a lot of times deeply within all of their feelings is a deep sense of shame. Okay. And so how you untangle some of it, if you want to try, is start by asking small questions. When I mean small, very small, okay, about how they feel about something. What do you want for dinner? If they say, I don't know, I don't care, then you can say, that makes sense. I'm planning on either cooking A or B. Which one are you leaning towards? If they still don't know, leave it at that. Don't push it, but keep asking. What color do you prefer, A or B? Slowly start untangling. Move a little forward. How are you feeling about the weather? Do you think it's too hot or you think it's just right? Give them those types of things so they can slowly start getting more comfortable with feelings. That's a little bit of a sub point, but a lot of you guys are struggling with this entire concept. And I want to give you guys as much specific as I can, because some of you guys, you can't book a call. And so I want to give you as much, and those that can, you can book a call. It's pinned in the comments. The next one is that they're used to being in control of their emotions. And so it's harder to control when they're loving somebody. Like it's truly that simple. And so what happens is they try and double down and control things. And so they become very rigid after showing vulnerability. Almost all avoidants do this, fearful or dismissive, unless they're getting more comfortable with you. Often they double down so much that they might even say, I don't like you anymore, or we need to step back, or we're just friends. And then like 3 days later, they're messaging you and saying, hey, can we hang out? And they might even say, can we hang out? I understand if you don't want to, especially if they're a fearful avoidant. They might say, I understand if you don't want to, there's no pressure. But if you want to talk in person, I'm in your area, I'm in your town. Very common, very common. Right after they double down, they come right back. And then they come right back and they double down again, right? And so you'll see the cycle, but the hope is that over time, the cycle is more spread out and it's less severe. That's what I want for you guys. But I'm just sharing this, that somebody is bonded to you and they have a bond towards you, okay? The next one is, you might not see this, but they might allude to this a little bit, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. You make them want to trust, and that is scary. And so you might see small moments of them opening up because they are starting to trust you. And they feel unsafe in the moment where they trust anybody. And so this is triggering for them because they can feel that they want to trust you and they're afraid that you might take advantage of them. And so I hope this video is helpful to somebody. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.